I know exactly why I'm here. To detail the events of what happened on our outpost and to explain where Maz, the terrorist who took over our outpost, is headed. The answer is fairly simple. Maz is a man with an agenda. He's after your demon, the Starlight Samurai, the one I've been tasked with watching and keeping tabs on. The issue Maz has with the Starlight Samurai dates back to his mission on Ranka. I assume it's alright if I refer to the Starlight Samurai as Kai from here on. Good. Kai goes to Ranka to complete your mission, but leaves death and destruction in his wake, as he typically does. This didn't sit well with Maz, who felt he ran this planet before Kai showed up. Shortly after the destruction, Kai leaves, as the Galaxy Federation gives him the means in which to come and go as he pleases on just about any planet. This left Maz behind to pick up the pieces, but there wasn't much left for him to pick up, something that didn't sit quite well with him. So, who exactly is Maz, you ask? Well, I was assigned the task of following the Starlight Samurai and his missions, not everyone he meets along the way. But after Maz attacked our outpost, I did some digging. Turns out he's just your run-of-the-mill miscreant, and similar to many of the people on Ranka, a bounty hunter. According to himself, Maz is one of the best bounty hunters on Ranka. But this still should make him no match for Kai. At least that's what we all thought. This brings us to Kai's most recent mission, yet another one that you assigned him here at the Galaxy Federation. Kai's missions always seemed minor, but at the outpost we've started to piece together that what you assigned him isn't quite the actual mission, hence why everything always seems to go boom, right? Forgive me for detailing things you should already know, but for record's sake I'll continue to be as detailed as you hired me to be. Oasis is a quiet planet, known mostly for serene waters and a fairly safe vacation spot in the galaxy. However, those more in the know that this is just a front. Oasis has a pretty dangerous underground crime syndicate, which, if we're being blunt, so do most of these fancier places in the galaxy. This sounds like your traditional Starlight Samurai mission. It at least has all the workings of one. An otherwise peaceful planet on the surface with a horrifyingly dangerous undertone, which will most likely turn into yet another wasteland at the hands of Kai just trying to get the job done. The Galaxy Federation really needs to reconsider using these planets for resources. But I digress. Kai goes to Oasis seemingly unnoticed as he slips into the more shady parts of the planet. Not many people know he's even there, but Maz knows thanks to his attack on our outpost. I was forced to give him Kai's exact coordinates and what planet he was going to next, as Maz held me at gunpoint. That's where things get complicated on Oasis. Instead of letting Kai start his mission and interrupting it, Maz took a more direct approach. Kai gets to the area where he's meant to carry out his mission, but when he enters this particular shady establishment, he's surprised to see it's cleaned out. Completely. The place he's meant to shut down is empty. His target and all potential associates are already executed. It's a rare bloodbath full of blood Kai himself didn't have to shed. Curious, Kai inspects the area. Sure, he could have left and said he completed the task, but we both know that isn't Kai's style. The cyborg is programmed to be a mass murderer for the Federation, but there is a human side in there somewhere that does feel remorse. As Kai goes further into this establishment, he finds more gifts from Maz. Gifts that he stole from our database. Which I'm sorry about, but like I said, the whole gunpoint thing, and let's face it, we both know I don't get paid enough to protect this data with my life. So, what are the gifts? Holographic images of Kai's past. The more bloody personal missions that have gone awry are photos of Kai on his days off, where he's on planets he finds peaceful, and even pictures of Adriana, the girl he had a connection with in Mayripa. It's hard to tell if this affected Kai in any way. If it did, he managed to keep his cool. He continued to press forward until he reached the end of the establishment. Maz and his men did some handiwork and replaced the back door with a new, much larger door. Kai inspected it thoroughly for traps before opening it and was surprised when it led to a large empty area. Our records show this area was originally intended to be used to expand one of Oasis's resorts, but once the underground crime made its way into Oasis, those plans were scrapped. The shady individuals on Oasis had filled this area with their own stolen goods, but Maz cleared it out, leaving a large empty space akin to an arena. A perfect place for two rivals to settle their differences. The perfect place for a showdown.